We were in Florida and we decided we would go to Ireland. Lorena was really looking forward as she's never been to Ireland before. We jumped on a flight and we ended up at Gatwick. And we took a train from Gatwick over to Holyhead. Holyhead, over on the ferry, and suddenly we were in Dublin. Remember, travelling is the only way to live. We rented a car at the airport for 3 weeks, and this was our travel plan. We also had it in our heads that we would visit County Antrim, which as you see is in the top left-hand corner, in Belfast, on our way back to Dublin. Here are a few travel tips for Ireland. One thing that's not on here is, remember, they drive on the left-hand side of the road in Ireland, and most of the roads are nice and tight with high edges. It can be an exciting drive. Here's a few fun facts about Ireland. In Ireland there's over 30,000 castles and ruins, so you'll have plenty to look at. Also, most importantly, Guinness tastes different in Ireland. You must try the Guinness, I promise you, it's way better. This is what you can expect, so drive slowly. Dublin is a normal big city, but as you can see from the crowd on the left, the Guinness Storehouse is a very popular place. We joined the crowd. The photograph on the right hand side is Lorraine and I enjoying 2 perfectly poured pints of Guinness, and the best was yet to come. They take your photograph and they print your photograph on the head of a pint of Guinness, and as you can tell from the smile of Lorena's face, she gets to drink the Guinness. After a couple of pints of Guinness, we ended up in the Dublin jail. That incredible building in the photograph on the right hand side is the Rock of Cashel. It's also known as St. Patrick's Rock, and it's situated looking over the town of Cashel. The 2 photographs on the left are the tombs at Newgrange in County Meath. The photograph is Kilkea Castle. It's an historic 12th century castle, and it's located in Castle Dumont, which is in County Kildare. This is a photograph of Newgrange, which is a prehistoric monument in County Meath. It's a grand passage tomb built around 3200 BC. Let me say that again. 3200 BC, making it older than Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. The photograph in the top left is Ross Castle. It's a 15th century castle, and it's located in Killarney National Park in County Kerry. The castle has been totally restored. Even the furniture is 15th and 16th and 17th century. Well worth going to see. The photograph in the bottom left is the scenic drive. It's well worth driving along there because then it'll bring you to the photograph on the right. This photograph shows you Ireland's most famous sea cliffs in County Clare, the Cliffs of Moher. It will rise dramatically from the Atlantic Ocean, offering spectacular views. The photograph on the right is Dullow Valley, which is in County May. It has dramatic landscapes and rugged mountains and very deep lakes. The area is also a significant historical site, as hundreds of people died here of starvation during the 1849 Great Famine, after walking about 18 kilometres in search of food. This photograph shows you the coastal walk of the Cliffs of Moher, which is about 12 miles long. If you want to do a shorter walk, which I highly recommend, go to the visitor centre. From the visitor centre, there's a nice 2-hour walk. The other great thing about Ireland is the evenings, and you will visit little towns along the way, and you'll experience what you'll see in this photograph on a number of occasions. Everybody is so friendly. We drove up the coast to Belfast, and our first port of call in Belfast was some famous ship was made there, something called the Titanic, and this is its museum. Also in Belfast is the Game of Thrones studio. We went there and joined all the fun. As you can see in the photograph, Lorena is rehearsing for the next movie. The next day we drove up to County Antrim so we could cross the Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge. But prior to that we made sure we popped into the old Bushmill pub. The good news, as far as I'm concerned, is you can no longer drive down the dark hedges. There's places to park your car nearby and take a pleasant stroll. This slide shows the Giant's Causeway, which is in County Antrim. It's amazing what nature can create. This is a not-to-be-missed experience. There's a short tour which takes about an hour. We took the more adventurous caving tours, which was 2.5 hours. Well worth it. The tours are well organised, and it was a totally intriguing experience. Lorraine and I love hiking, and here we are at the beginning of the Hiker's Stairway to Heaven, a trip that just couldn't be missed. It was a 9-mile round tour, so I can say to everyone, I've been to heaven. Of all of the things we have seen and experienced over the last 6 weeks, this one is the one I'll remember the best. Drinking a pint of Guinness in Ireland is the equivalent of going to heaven. The end. We really hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as we have enjoyed the last 14 years of travelling the world. Travelling, the only way to live.